Hello my friends, Nexx here with another dungeon guide. This time we are taking a look at Dynasty Shipyard, the level 55 dungeon, and I'm teaching you all you need to know to finish it and actually not waste your tuning orb. Dynasty Shipyard is located in Ebonscale Reach and the recommended level is 55. It is a 5-man dungeon and it requires a tank and a healer. The drops are 500 gear score with pretty good stats, definitely a decent alternative to faction weapons. You also get a very good intelligence ring in here, so it's definitely worth doing when you are around level 55. You're gonna need a tuning orb, which you can either craft or get from the side quests in the Ebonscale City, I think it's called? Yeah, Ebonscale City. That's pretty easy to get, or you can of course just leech off somebody that has an orb. That's also a viable alternative. As far as trash mobs are concerned, to be honest, they are not that big of a deal. As always, you can get a few gravity wells to just keep them all in place and just smack them down. They are not exactly a challenge. There will be a few mini bosses, I guess you can call them, like these guys that you have to kill. They are a little bit more special than the normal mobs because they do a bit more damage, but they have similar abilities to the mobs you meet in open world anyway, so it shouldn't honestly be an issue. The first boss you're gonna encounter is gonna be Commander Chini, I don't know. He has two girlfriends, which are gonna be making it a bit harder for you in all the right ways, maybe. All you have to do, to be honest, is just make sure that you kill the two ads. The ads I'm talking about are obviously these two women. You have to kill them both before you actually go for him. You can have your tank just kite him away while the rest of your party just kills ads at a time. The reason you do this is because they do a lot of AoE DPS and all this burst is gonna be very annoying for the entire group. Just kill both of them and you should be fine. This is probably one of the easiest bosses of this expedition. Once they are both dead, you will see that Commander Shen, whatever his name is gonna do a lot of jumping and just sword attacks and such. Your tank can just hold the aggro in front of him, and if you look at his health bar, you can see that he has a stamina bar. This stamina bar goes down based on how much damage you do to him. Basically, it's a DPS check. All you have to do is do damage to him and it will break the bar. Once the bar is broken, he will go down on his knees like he did not long ago, and then you can just do free DPS on him anyway. Just make sure that your tank is holding the boss in such a way that your party can attack from the back and you should be fine. Moving on, you have Isabella. This is the poster child of the whole game, to be honest. She doesn't do a whole lot. She will summon a few mobs in the beginning of the fight. You can easily kill them. And other than that, she does a bit of AoE damage in front. So basically it's cone attacks in front, which means that your tank should do the same thing as he did with the previous boss and hold the boss in such a way that your party is just at the back doing backstab damage. Make sure you don't stay in front of the boss because that's just gonna kill you because of these lunge attacks. If your tank is holding aggro properly, he shouldn't have real issues with this. Eventually, however, she's also gonna do these side explosions, I don't know what you call it, which means that you should always be at the back and not be at the side either. That's not safe either. She's gonna teleport away after a while and she's gonna just shoot these cannonballs. They don't do a whole lot, to be honest, unless you walk into it like I just did. You can avoid them easily. The one thing she's gonna do after that is gonna summon muskets on that ship on the side there. However, you cannot kill those muskets, which means that you either dodge them or you just take the damage and just go through with it. They actually don't do that much damage, so it's not that big of a deal. As you can see here, you cannot just jump on the ship, it doesn't really work that way. The muskets are just free firing on you. Once again, stay at the back, your tank should be fine, and you should theoretically just beat the boss with ease here. However, once you get her to half HP, she's gonna do the usual Bond villain thing, and she's gonna just disappear. However, she's gonna leave you with two dogs. The trick with these dogs is that they do a lot of damage. Actually, they do too much damage in my opinion. However, you can just have your tank kite one of them while the rest of the party will just kill the other one. Make sure that they are not stacked together like in this example because this is pretty bad. But other than that, you want to kill one of them at a time and make sure that your tank is kiting the other one. We are kind of screwing it up a little bit here, but the tank is really good, so he can just tank it pretty nicely with both of them. However, this is definitely not recommended. I would recommend having the tank kite one of them away while the rest of your party kills one. It doesn't really matter which one you kill first, as they're both the same. You're gonna get the loot after you kill both of them. There's nothing else after that. You just keep moving. Eventually you're gonna come through a gate. Sometimes the gate opens, sometimes you just walk through it because the game has a few bugs, but it is what it is. This is gonna be your fighting area. Basically this is your last boss. This is the Empress Zhou, Zoey, whatever her name is. I don't know, I don't care. And this one is probably the most mechanically intensive fights of at least this dungeon. Basically she's gonna come down and she's gonna do a laser beam on whatever target has the aggro and launch a dragon out towards them. After that she's gonna do an AoE all around her. You can dodge through this. She has a second variant of that attack where she also summons a dragon which spins around her, as you can see here. As you can see, I didn't time it well this time around, so I fucked it up. This second one is the dragon. So basically the dragon that's gonna come out of her is gonna spin around in place and knock everybody off. However, if you just dodge through that dragon, you can just go in and just do DPS. She's not gonna do damage on top of her. So basically, she's gonna only do damage around her where the dragon is summoned. She just cycles through these abilities a few times. And after that, you will see that she's gonna pop into the air and then summon a few mobs. The mobs themselves are actually not that big of a deal. They are just muskets and melee ones. You can kill them pretty easily. Honestly, you can, I think, 1v1 every mob as well, probably. The one thing is these pedestals. These pedestals, they spawn, or totems or whatever you call them, they just copy every ability she does. This can be very annoying later on. And I would definitely recommend killing them before she comes back down. You can actually kite the mobs for a long time and just kill the pedestals. As you can see here, when she does the dragons, the pedestals also do the dragons. So basically this is how it can get pretty annoying. Normally she comes down before all the mobs are dead, so make sure that you actually kill all the mobs before you actually go ham on the boss, because the mobs, even though they don't do that much damage, they will be annoying to your healer, so I would definitely kill them. It's gonna get a bit more intense now. As you can see, we didn't really manage to kill two pedestals, and therefore we are just gonna go on the boss and just kite her away. By kiting her away means that you can avoid some of the pedestal damage because you have time to actually look and actually have room in the actual boss area to just navigate yourself. As you can see, we kept the pedestals on the side of the room, and now she will be pretty easy to kill. She's just gonna keep cycling through her abilities, and of course the totems are just gonna do the same thing. You don't really have to do a whole lot, just keep on dodging and using your invulnerability frames to dodge everything, and you should be fine. That's gonna be it for this dungeon. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you actually found it useful, and of course more subscribers means more videos, so maybe consider subscribing. I will go over all the dungeons in the game and show you all the tactics. I will see you around, boys. Take care.